Hi, it's Lisa Cuneo. Welcome to my scrapbook table. Today I have a layout for you using this large cut file from Sandy Reversky's shop, which I will put a link in the description box below. You may have seen the smaller version of this cut file on Brian and Kayla's anniversary card, but I'm using the large one in this wedding album. The background paper is from Nature Study Ledger, the Ledger collection, and I'm going to add just a little bit of mixed media to kind of enhance the mixed media look that's already on there. I have this 4x4 photo of Brian and Kayla headed to their car when they were leaving the reception. I'm going to use this embellishment cluster that I made a few months ago with Moonlit Garden stuff. And this had a blue tab on it that said happiness. I just didn't want the blue. I didn't want to add blue to this page. I'm sticking with blacks and grays, kind of a taupe color that's in there. There is a bit of green in the leaf, but really I see this kind of green as a neutral. So I'm okay with that. I just didn't want to add the blue. I do end up trimming this embellishment cluster down quite a bit because it was just too large for the space I had available there with the big cut file that I'm using. So I just grabbed some scissors and trimmed some parts off. I've matted the photo in vellum, and then behind that I used the black and white print that is also the frame around the entire 12x12 page. So you can see here that I used dimensional adhesive behind this cut file, which was a little crazy, but I really like what that popping it up added. So you can't see it well on the screen, but you'll see it in the still shots, I think. I did most of the mixed media through this stencil before I put the cut file down, and then I realized I wanted some up here at the top. So I fought with it a little bit and was able to raise the heart enough that I could add just a little bit of this taupey gray color. And you can see on the left there, I'm blotting it off so that I only get the faintest little bit. And there we go. And as I said, you'll see it better in the still shots later. So what's next? Oh, some more trimming. I'm trimming around the leaves. There was some cardstock behind them and they were glued to it, so I couldn't just cut it off. I had to trim around the leaves just so that it's kind of backing them, but you don't see it. And there we go. Now I'm happy with that. I feel like it fits this space better. I do end up using dimensional adhesive behind that as well because it's overlapping the heart. I don't have you watch all of that. It took me quite a while because I had to not put the adhesive where the black line of the heart was, or there would have been double dimension there, and I didn't want that. So I had an actual sheet of, it came from Stampin' Up, so it's just like Stampin' Dimensionals, but it's a solid sheet, and I cut that in some pieces and used it to bump this up. So now, let's see. Now I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. Sadly, the journaling is crooked. And I can see that plain as day when I watch it on here. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to add a journaling box and redo the journaling, or if I'm going to leave it. I don't know. Right here is where I start going uphill. And for the journaling, I just wrote that Brian and Kayla had been very well celebrated that afternoon, and they were off ready to begin their new life together. And that was a special moment to watch. A little bit bittersweet, but still very special. And that's all the journaling I did here. Now, as I was looking at it, I thought I was done, and then I'm like, no, I'm not done. I need something. This page has a lot going on the left. It's kind of heavy on the left and not much over on the right half of the page. So I went through some of my Moonlit Garden leftovers that I have in a little box here. I also pulled out my black and white color box, which I ended up not finding anything there. I did pull a sticker with a quote, but I ended up not using it. So these just kind of look like old-fashioned door hinges, which have nothing to do with the layout, but they fit the color scheme. I like them. So I just put them on all four corners. It doesn't really make logical sense, but sometimes you have to just suspend logic and do something for the sake of the art. Which I'm a rather practical person, so that doesn't come easily to me. Then I went through this bag I have of like film strip pieces. And at first I thought I had the same ones out, and then I realized, no, these are a little bit different color. So I had to go back and pull some more. I also have a piece there from the layered, I don't know what the package is called, but it was a whole bunch of layering pieces. And so I'm punching out the little centers of the film strip, and I'm going to layer two of those with that layering ticket-like piece that is there. And there we go. I finally found one that matches. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm still looking. There we go. I knew it took me a while. And they kind of get all tangled up in that bag. Some of them have a blue cast to them. Some of them have a tan tint to them, and some of them more gray. So I'm just layering these like this, and I'm going to tuck those beneath the right hand side of the heart. So I lifted it up. It really wasn't bad. It did tear the background paper in one little spot, but you don't see it because these are getting laid on top of there. So I am just about to the end of the wedding album. I have probably 2 more pages, maybe only 1, but 2. I may also decide to do a few pages. I have some black and white photos that are just random things throughout the day that I might put in here, or I might just put them in a pocket page and go from there. I haven't really decided. It also depends on how much space there is left in the album. I know I have enough for 2 more page protectors. There might be enough room for 3 or 4, but the album's getting pretty full. So once I have this all together, I'll make a decision. I am also going to do an album flip through when I'm finished, because I didn't do these in particular orders. I mean, there was some order to it, but I skipped around and back and forth because some of these I did for hops or a certain sketch challenge or a theme that was going on. So I didn't create them in order. I didn't put the videos up in any particular order. So I thought it would be good to do a flip through and read it, not literally read everything, but see it as you would if you sat down to read it like a book. I also found a couple little gray hearts and some paper buttons. They even have little bits of paper that on them that look like thread. They're so tiny. But I decided to add those, and here's a little tab that reads, I think it reads the happiest, or maybe just happiest. And I tucked that right in there. And I really like what that cluster on the right added to the photo, or to the layout. So there are still shots coming up. I really appreciate you being here today. I'm grateful for my subscribers and people who watch the videos. If you're not a subscriber, I would love it if you hit the subscribe button. I would love it if you make a comment below or even just give me a thumbs up. Here are the still shots. Hope you get to make something soon. Thanks for stopping. Bye.